Small doggle. Small doggle. Okay, so. The amount of stress. Okay, what to do? Huh. This is a good question. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at all. Oh, There's not the makings of a good team here. Just about all my level 3s are traumatized to hell. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Yeah, I could go in with a different level 3 team. That, you know, it's not as focused, is the best way I can put it. Yeah, so we'll place Sign there, Kimaria there, Baby Pie back there, and then I guess Jester right here. That seems perfect! Yes, sure, let's go with that. Get rid of those things, and we'll go ahead and give you the Battlefield Mist and the Blinding Gas. And let me upgrade everyone else. For example, let's grab the good old Holy Lance instead. We're gonna go with... actually, that's a question. We could go ahead and grab Bulwark of Faith. Bulwark of Faith is honestly really nice. I enjoy it. This is the makings of like a backline Crusader, though. Which is not going to be the case. PewDiePie, give you that. Sidearm, patch up. Buckshot. Maria, give that. I don't remember what else I give you. Come here there. Because now that marks enemies as well. That and I don't know. Let's go with Flashbang. Get rid of that. Flashbang instead. Oh, actually, they end up buffing Caltrops. Now that I look at them. Yeah, they don't do too much bleed damage, but the negative on speed and the extra damage taken is actually really kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, this gives 2 different means of marking. Collect Bounty, which does extra damage against marked, and then Caltrops, which can increase the amount of damage that they take. I think Jester will probably be okay with what they got. Okay, that seems good. Much better. Okay, so Sign. Good old Sign. Good old Sign. Oh crap, you know what? I forgot to forgot to do the live announcement. 'Cause I'm terrible! Go. Okay, so what do I want to do? You ask? Well, that's a good question. I reply. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with a, we'll go with that for the first start setup. Then again, that is extra 20% stress right there. I don't know if that's worth it. Plus 2% crit. If we take this, then that is essentially an extra 10% crit on top of the 4%. So we're looking at 14% base crit chance, which I like. But let's see, what else can we bring with us? I don't want to bring Berenston's head. That would probably, that would make stress far too effective against my Crusader. Crusader! I do kind of want to bring the Ancestor Signet Ring, but... Actually, no, because I can just go with Heavy Boots and, there we go. They were gonna go last anyways. They have a base speed of, 1. So I think it's fine. As for Kamaria... Is there a thing that I have that increases debuff chance? Let's debuff resist. Debuff resist. What else do I have? Unerring. Extra on range skills, okay. More HP and Gothic. So we could increase the max HP even more, if we wanted to. Which wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, Overture Box. More HP. Reduces accuracy. So then let's just throw on a Focus Ring to offset that accuracy debuff. It should be 15 plus 8, right? No. Oh, right. It balances out because the Focus Ring gets rid of our dodge. Oh, you know what? That actually is kind of a good combo. I like it. We'll give it a go. We're going with Blade Doctor with this one, so let's grab some bloody herbs. Along with something else. I'm planning to go into, what was it? The Cove, yeah. So I could bring the Eldritch Slayer's Ring. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Of course, I am slightly relying on Jester to be the sort of impromptu Nah, I shouldn't do that. I should not rely on Jester to be the impromptu healer. In fact, I should honestly just say fuck it to the healer and hope that enough damage is enough damage. So yeah, we'll go with the Eldritch Slayer's Ring. Extra damage if in position 4. Actually, no, I want those healing skills to be as high as they can. And not really as high as they can, I just don't want them to be affected with negatives. We do have the marking ability, so we'll take that, and we'll take that. That'll work. Which, I'm quickly reminded, hold on. I might actually want something that increases speed instead. Thoughts? Yeah, because it's almost imperative that Kamaria is always going first. Yeah, we can do that. Do you have any... That's a ranged ability. That's also a ranged ability. And that's a ranged ability. So technically all of that is ranged abilities. It's a bit of a strange setup, but hear me out, is what I say. We'll give it a go. And yeah, let's go with the crescendo box as well. So yeah, speed of 10. Yeah. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Can I upgrade anyone's stuff? I can. Beautiful, marvelous. Ooh, and actually I'm quickly reminded, instead of the Eldritch Slayer's ring, let's go with the good old Ancestor's Portrait, because I do want another Bleed Doctor. Okay, there we go. I shouldn't need those. I should need some more bandages. Medicinal herbs are always nice are always fine by my book.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Well, what do you know? We immediately come across some good old-fashioned carcass fish.
Glittering gold.
I like carcass fish. Do you like carcass fish? Hello!
Blood.
They don't like carcass fish. Really? Okay. Well, that sucks. We got ambushed on the very first fight. So, what I'm going to do... You can't do your bleeding thing from back there. Frick, really? Okay. Stressful incantation. Well, that's not fun. That's not cool at all. They're already at 43 stress, and that's a problem. Ooh, actually, yes. This can be worked out. Because with the emboldening vapors right here, I can fuck, I didn't replace the shit. Okay. Get over here. I don't like these stressful incantations. I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like the stressful spam. Okay, so, yeah, I guess we'll power up our musketeer instead, given the now current circumstances. And we're gonna try doing some stress heals right here. Hey, Scrub Lord. Get over here. Good old Scorpion. We hit that thing with every one of those attacks, which is not what is supposed to happen there. Really? Kamaria cannot give the Eldritch minus 10 against Eldritch. They're not Eldritch though, they're human. There we go, a good old 2 HP heal. How wonderful. Oh, well that's not fun. We'll just keep on dealing with things. How you doing today, Scrub Lord? What have you been up to? Well, at least now we're actually shooting it. And there's the kill.
Maintain the offensive.
Let's deal with that bleed. We don't want to be dealing with that. Good dodge. Good dodge. There we go, 12 points. Kill? Yes, perfect.
Give them no quarter.
Okay, on the brights, like, that wasn't what I wanted. Like, that was honestly a terrible first encounter, but ended up working out actually rather nicely. No, it heals. No one here really needs the heal. I guess you can take it since you have the most HP. There we go. Sure, why not?
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Enemies. Crush your enemies, crush your enemies, and see them driven before you. There we go. I woke up at dinner time 3 hours ago, and now the kitchen is free for me to fry some chicken. At least I have chicken. I mean, that's pretty sweet. Chicken's always nice. 18. Oh, and with the bleed, we don't have to worry about the postulant thrall anymore. Awesome. That worked out magnificently. They have less protection. Well, that's not kosher. That's very much not kosher. It's still not kosher.
Slowly.
There goes that one. Then
This is how a life is taken.
nice.
Decimated.
Beautiful. Scrub Lord. What is your favorite way to eat eggs? Damn it. This is not getting any more kosher.
A brilliant confluence of skill.
Given the circumstances, I'm actually going to deal with some of this stress instead. As strange as that is. No. Rude. 5 points, he then starts bleeding. He's gonna be taking more damage. Yes, we can shoot it, and he'll just end up blocking it, and he'll take the damage.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
There we go.
Destroyed.
You know what? That worked out very nicely. I'm proud. I'm proud of my team.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Fish idol. Plus 18% damage until camp. Not bad. Stashed heirlooms. Nope. Don't care. Oh.
Ambushed by foul invention.
What do we got? Eggs. Of the common ways, I don't care. Fair enough. I think deviled eggs are pretty fun. 100% room battles. Okay, so I have to head north. I think deviled eggs are probably one of my more favorite ways to eat eggs. But they have to be done just right. Like, there's a lot of people that do deviled eggs, and it's like, this isn't deviled eggs, this is sadness. Oh, starting off strong with a natural crit of 20. Almost. And do that. Goes to your turn, and thank goodness I didn't get rid of zealous accusations, and then they die on their turn. First turn kill!
Unforeseen.
Wunderbar!
Unforgiving.
I got 2 more shovels. There's an obstacle right there, but I'm gonna have to go there anyways. So it's kind of depending on if there's an obstacle this way. Yeah, I just won't open it. What do we have over here? Oh, well that's not nice. Of the deep. Okay, so we're gonna do this in order to lower its protection. And then just go all out on it. Just tell him that we do not like him. And we're gonna do this. We're gonna power up back here. Just because that extra damage and speed is going to be very nice. It's gonna be absolutely lovely. 8 damage. Okay, not bad. I could do it again in order to debuff his protection even more, but honestly, yeah, that's probably a bit more worth it. You motherfucker. They do have to be done correctly. Yeah. I enjoy the fuck out of them though. I think a close second for me is actually just Sunny Side Up, you know, because I don't like eating eggs alone. I like to have something else that I can eat alongside of it. And so typically a big thing that I eat, you know, alongside it is of course like bread or toast or something. Toast. Cause it's, you know, it's nice, it's lovely. We're gonna do that, try and control this stress a little bit. Because it's honestly up to everyone else as to how much damage we do to this thing. Yeah, so I like having the egg yolk that I can just kind of dunk my bread or toast into and just be like, fuck yeah. I'm gonna actually do the bandages, and then I'm gonna try and do that. Nice. We did it. Heal up right back there. $11 damage. Meh. Could have been better. Cold traps. Damn it. At 8%, we still have a 40% chance of getting them, but I don't think it's quite worth it. So we'll just try and get rid of this large corpse. Crit 2! I love Sunny Side Up with steamed or fried asparagus. Ooh, that sounds pretty... Well, the only problem that I have with asparagus is just, like, the way it's... The way it makes your, like... your excrement and pee smell. That's the only problem I have with asparagus. It's always weird. It's always like something definitely seems off. But then you remember that you had asparagus and you're like, oh, never mind. This is normal. Yeah, I better just kill him.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Other than that, though, I guess I really don't have a problem with asparagus. I would say I am probably more of a fan of, like, Brussels sprouts, though. So here's an idea. We'll go ahead and head on over here. It's already proven that there's no combat up until this point up here. So what we'll do is... we'll go through the secret door, fight the enemies there, or fight the enemies here, go through the secret door, snuff our light, grab whatever is inside, head over to the end of the hallway, and then we will rest. That sounds like a plan. Let's do that. I want to see how this works out, because, like, it's like Mark of Death, although really good for getting the extra damage back here at the Musketeer. Oh, he didn't get the bleed. Well, that sucks. No. Sure, I'll... Sea nipples! Good old sea nipples. You know, I think if more snails had, like, more prominent, undersides like that, I think the French would be a lot more hesitant about eating them. Like, they'd be like, oh, but then again, well, actually, thinking about it now, Japanese people still like to eat octopus and squid, so never mind. They'd probably still be like, ah, it's a delicacy. Because, as we all know, French people talk like that. As we all know. I've tried Brussels sprouts, but I can't get past the rotting garbage smell and taste. That's fair. No, I tend to steam them with like a meat or something. And then I promptly toss away the meat. I love packaged dried squid or cuttlefish. I have never had packaged dried squid or cuttlefish, because one, they don't sell it where I live, and two, I'd probably have an allergic reaction. But I really am curious to try this packaged dried squid. It sounds interesting.
Impressive.
We'll do that. Start getting some bleed up. We'll take a little bit of extra damage. That's actually an idea, yeah. Like, the squishier back row. Yeah, I can probably end up doing that. Oh, well, that's a shame. I could have gotten a kill right there. Stun them again. Love octopus. I've only had octopus, I think, once. I went to a buffet palace. And, yeah, no, I mean, it's an all-you-can-eat. Chinese restaurant, yeah. I'm sorry sorry about that. I had a lot of moments where I was like, China? And to be completely honest, I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, it's an all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant, and, yeah, one of the things that they serve is squid. Sorry, octopus. I gave it a try once, and I went, what the fuck is this? And I became deeply disturbed. And so I'm sure if I tried it now, I'd probably be okay with it, in all honesty, but at the time, I was like, no, no, no. Also, before I forget, because I've been making note of this throughout this entire stream to mention this, but I keep forgetting. Allow me to go ahead and say thank you to Perfect Volume. I don't know if they followed when I last streamed, or if they followed when I was not streaming. But in case they followed when I was not streaming, I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out and a thank you, so that it can be put on record. If they've already been thanked, then, you know, they get a second thank you. So they should feel special. So that's sweet. Nice. Okay, 37, that's pretty good. Almost. Yeah, we can go ahead and end this. Precisely 1 damage be needed, and precisely 1 damage we did.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Alright. Whew. That could have been bad. Nice. We got some puzzling trapezohedrons. Hold on. Who? You. Sign can go ahead and mix medicinal herbs with this. And yes, we got rid of the Blutamania curse. Blue.
A handsome reward.
The dried squid has a unique smell and aftertaste. It can't be worse than, well, I mean, it definitely can be worse, but, have you ever, what's the term? Where you, de-shelled, shrimp before? That's a smell that doesn't come off of your hands for, like, a very long time. Like, that's a smell that can only get worked through by your own natural oils. Like, it takes days to get rid of the horrendous smell.
Together.
You know what? I just realized we may not have an anti... Ooh. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, we don't have an anti, ambush thing. Well, shit. That's not good. Well, I guess I'll just have to buff everyone even more. Line takedown. No. How do I want to do this? Clean musket. Yes. Could do a marching plan. Let's do the zealous speech. Do I have any 1 hour things? No. I have a few 2 hour things though. I could do the marching plan, but then again I can also just do that. So, which I think I'd rather have. Here's what I'll do. I'll do 2 pep talks right there. And there we go. That ends up equaling more than the well, actually, I should have done the unshakable leader. Should have done the unshakable leader in 1 pep talk. It's fine, though. Hey, Sign! How's it going? You're in the party right now. How's that make you feel? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Thank goodness you know what I'm talking about, Scrublord, because there's no explaining that smell. Ah, we did get ambushed. Frick. Shocker. This is not what I wanted when I woke up this morning. It's me on screen. Have you been, Sign? It's been a little while, methinks. I might be wrong, but I think it's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has. How have you been? 18, close. Very close. Friend of the old gods. My sister helped me with the... homework, and I'm so glad because it was infuriating. What homework was it, Ro? Nice, we got that kill, which moves them up 1, which actually means that we can do, this. Nice. Fortunately, they get their turn. On a brighter note, everyone is a little resistant to the stress, which is good for us. Stats, least square regression line. Oh.
A trifling victory.
Oh, goodness. Hold on.
Victory nonetheless.
Fuck. I'm trying to remember least square regression line. I only remember that I never had a problem with stats. The only problem now is that now I don't remember all of the vocabulary about it. College is a bunch of studying, as it always has been. The college term started, so I found myself with a lot more to do suddenly. I mean, hey, at least you have something to do, right? Better than wasting away and, yeah, doing nothing. As is my life. I wake up, I watch my niece, I contemplate killing myself, and then I sit down and stream. I'm slowly wasting away. As is my life. But you know what? In all honesty, I do enjoy the repetition of it. It doesn't bother me. Barnacle barrier. Barnacle man. Okay, we'll just toss an anti-stress back there. I need to get rid of the zealous accusation. I'd much rather have Lance, but I keep forgetting. I just keep on forgetting. We'll hit them back there with a little bit of bleed. Is that... Oh, crap. Nope. Okay. What's the bleed chance on these things? 130%? Oh, they have a 70% bleed resist. That explains it. We'll toss the buff right there. Bit of a strange choice, but I think it will pay off in the end. I'm back to school, you know, doing a lot more work. Yeah, I have an idea. Let me make a couple of personal projects with everything going on at the same time. Nope. Nope, you... Like... I don't know. When I was in school, I had enough time to, well, I did have enough time to procrastinate, to be fair. And even if I was going to college, I don't plan to take, like, a full semester of classes. Like, I wouldn't be doing the 4-year thing. I'd probably just be like, yeah, I'll get it done over the course of, like, 20 years. And then it would increase to, like, 50 years because I'd probably just be like, no, I don't want to take any of the classes that you're telling me to take. Because that is my nature. So, I don't know, I probably could have some personal experiences while simultaneously doing the thing. There we go. Good old hook to the face. So, Sign, how have you been lately? Has school been treating you well, or are you already having a hard time? Are you already having a hard time? How do I want to go about this? Here. Let's do this heal right there. Ow! Oof! Oof! Yeah, we're just gonna be bashing our blade up against his shield for a little bit until we can finally kill him. It's gonna take forever. Yeah, I can go with the bleed if I do this. What's their bleed resist? 8%, never mind. I'll just debuff them instead. Why do corpses have 220% move resist? I presume it's because when you're a corpse, you know, you're laying down on the ground, and it's really hard to move a corpse. Yeah, actually just that. It's really hard to move a corpse. Like, when you're on 2 feet, it's like bipedal species are very rare because bipedalness is so... It's bad. Like, having 2 legs instead of 4, you have less balance. And the only reason us humans can even walk the way we do is because we have been doing... because we trained ourselves to do it at, you know, a very young age. And if it wasn't for that, humans would essentially just, like... essentially, if a human never walked, and then during their adult life, they stood up and, you know, were told to walk, it would take a significant amount of time for them to actually learn how. Supposedly. Then again, I don't really have a case study of this. And I believe I don't have a case study because a lot of people... because most people are born with either the ability to walk or not walk, or they lose the ability to walk in their lives. There are very few instances of people not being able to walk and then being able to walk in their life. So, yeah. We'll do that again. I think I'm at the point that I'm starting to realize that I might be capable of something. Still unemployed, though. Don't beat yourself up if you're unemployed, sign. In all honesty, like, the economy as a whole, people who, you know, people out of high school are supposed to be taking the investment to go to college. The fact that a lot of society is placing the pressure for people to go to college and get a job at the same time is absolutely unnecessary and, in all honesty, ridiculous. Because, you know, that would be like saying, hey, I know you're an established CEO and you work full-time at your company to make sure that it works 24/7, but I want you to also go off and get another degree. Like, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it because, one, they already have their degree, hopefully, and two, like, that's too much work for them. Like, anyone who has gotten out of college will probably, like, very few actually want to go back. Most of them just want to get the degree and be done with it, which is very understandable. Boldening vapor right there. So yeah, don't beat yourself up if you don't have a job. Plus, it's really hard to get a job as a student. It's insanely hard. Hell, it's insanely hard to get a job just being young. Like, you absolutely need the work experience if you wish to get a good job. Which, yeah. Yeah, that's why there are, that's why there are those things that are called, hold on. When you work for free, what is that called? Help me out here, people. Don't leave me hanging. Internship. Thank you, Rhodes. An internship. The reason internships are established and the reason you're supposed to do an internship is to get the work experience, so that as soon as you're out of college, you can go off and you can get an established job, which I think is incredibly, like, shitty of society. I think it's redunculous that that would be asked of people, to work for free just so that they can get paid later. I don't approve.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
I got jute tapestry.
A fortune.
Nope.
Waiting to be spent.
What do we have over this way? Yeah, you still have the most. Clumsy quirk has been removed. Sweet. That's a trap.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
$14 damage. Good start. Do that. Pull him forward. Doomsday. That's actually fine, because the idea that the thing that I'm wanting to do, buff right there. Probably a bad idea, but I want to see how that works out. Okay. Yeah, he could do his barnacle barrier right there. I want to do that. Perfect. Perfect. Do that, which will mark them, pull them forward so that other people can have at them. We'll try and stun the back row. Wonderful. I basically did 99% of a class concept for DD, a comic idea. It's called the Soul Guardian, which is a big buffer slash debuffer, and she does some unique things. You have not told me a single thing about this thing that you speak of, Rotes. You have told me it's a class concept, its name, and yeah, no, that's about it. I also don't know what DD stands for. Drunken Disorderly. Good old DD, it stands for Drunken Disorderly. DD, it stands for Drunk Driving. I have a Google Doc with it. DD, Darkest... Oh, Darkest Dungeon. Okay. Okay. Because when you... Oh, okay. Okay. So here's what happened, Ro. When I read class concept, my brain automatically switched over to thinking that it was like a university class. So I thought you were talking about like a university class. And not like an in-game class. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. 2 and 2 equaled like 7.5 for me. It was completely wrong. How do I want to go about this? Actually, where they are at right now is probably the most advantageous position that they can be in.
Well struck.
Nyash. Nyash. Nyash.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Okay, that's not bad. Since he's moved forward, I might as well. Well, that killed him. Well, he should have known. We did it. You ever just...
Triumphant pride
You ever just comb your
facilitates the
beard?
dizzying fall.
Yeah, it's only going... I mean, that's going to be 8 damage, which will leave them at... What would that be? 22? Eh. Look at it. Hooray! We now do more damage and have more speed. I honestly should have gone to someone else, but I didn't think about it. I could head back and just deal with an obstacle, because that's a battle, but it'll probably be fine. I'm not even touching it. I'm not dealing with it. Oh, it's 4 of them. If you want, I could link it, and you could take a quick peek at the skill set. Up to you, Ro.
Everybody is good.
Kamaria, 3 months of hella gay. Thank you, Kamaria. Well, with 3 months, you now are living inside of a clay hut. How does it feel, Kamaria, to upgrade from just a lowly, shitty tent to a clay hut? How do you feel now? It comes with a chimney? A singular chimney. Only 9 damage. Not good enough. Okay. I'll click on this and I'll probably take a look at it later, wrote. Significantly warmer. Haha, you would think! And you would be wrong! Almost. Okay, and the hope is that... no, they do not die on their turn. That's a shame. Kamaria, you didn't have to sub to me again. I mean, like, yeah. Yeah, because because yeah, I know that you had to cancel the subscription with Addy, right? You don't have to continue yours with me. Fucking cancel that shit. Stop it. Significantly Warner Bros. Ho ho. They're going down their next turn, so no real reason to even bother. Let's go ahead and mark him. Let's go ahead and mark Hamill him. And then damn it! He's barely alive! Oh, sadness. I'll just go ahead and heal up and... oh no. Fuck you. Fuck you. There we go. How marvelous.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know, do you guys think I have enough treasure? I could probably drop the citrine because that's only, what, 1,000? And again, it doesn't stack high enough to be worth 1750, so in all honesty, I should just get rid of the citrine. Another one, really? Hold on. Do you have the most? Jester has the most. Really? I found 3 of these things in one dungeon. That's pretty cray-cray. That is cray-cray! Wonderful. You know, I was actually kind of sad, like, I was reading up on the news for Star Wars, and, I saw that originally the person who was supposed to direct and playwright the last, episode 9 of Star Wars was supposed to be Steven Spielberg. You know, who does amazing fucking work. But Rian Johnson fucked up episode 8 so bad that Steven Spielberg just went, nope. I'm out of this one. You can't save this series. And, yeah, after reading about that, I was actually really sad. I was like, damn you, Rian Johnson! Yeah. I'll go ahead and try and get the, kill back here. Now rather than later. Pull him forward and we might be able to get a kill right here with some zealous accusations. Nice. You know what? That was pretty good. I'm proud of myself. Don't do that. Thank you. Oh, it's wearing a steering wheel. And it's covered in ropes with... toasters? Yeah, I don't exactly know what these things are that are supposed to be attached to it, to the ropes. Again, they look like toasters to me. Maybe they're supposed to be toasters. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna start wailing on him and get the bleed damage to try and kill him. Only 100, so we'd only have a 50% chance. The debuff would still go through, though. I think the mark is going to be a bit better, however. 26 damage, there we go. That's the kind of damage I like to see.
The blood
Don't do it. Tidal slam. Does he fall? He does! Oh no! That's fine. The way that I have this team set up actually makes it, like, it actually makes it so that even if the Crusader is pushed all the way to the back, it doesn't make them useless. Maybe they're wooden blocks used as a weight. I mean, they could also just be stone blocks used as a weight. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the idea that they're toasters, wrote. Because I find it funny. That he just, you know, has toasters tied off to his back. Not the stress wave. Okay, let's deal with some of that stress. Anti-stress. Well, there's nothing to be done back here, so we'll just do that. Missed it. There we go. We having crab meat tonight, boy. I don't know, would you eat that crab rope?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I'm a crab man. No, you're not. When you approached me, you came at me walking forwards.
Another
So, crabs walk sideways. I have human legs. What happened to your pants? Uh-oh, I don't like that guy right there. Let's try and get rid of their first turn. They nerfed emboldening vapors. It looks like it, yeah. Well, no, because I'm only dealing with 3rd level. Because it only increased damage and speed, right? It didn't do anything else? I don't think it did. It kinda did. It also made it 2 uses per battle. Yeah, the 2 uses per battle thing is the biggest issue. Yeah, but I am using 3rd level. I don't know, the entire time I've been doing this playthrough, it's always been 2 uses per battle, so. And quite frankly, I thought it was always 2 uses per battle. How do I want to deal with this? Yeah, I'll throw a hook at him. Yeah, fuck that guy. Missed. You can no longer run 3 Plague Doctors, 1 Leper to one-shot the final boss without losing anyone. RIP. Oh, is that a thing that they did sign? Ooh. Of course. You could give people the space meth and it refreshes uses per battle. Yeah, that is the thing. We'll just do that. 11. Fuck. I don't think it's worth it to keep attacking him if he's just gonna bleed to death. Yeah, we'll let him do his stress thing. Yeah, go ahead. Stress over here is getting a little out of hand. Yeah, good old space meth. Oh boy, I sure do like it whenever my meth comes from space. Yeah, I know it sure does. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna use it because I feel as though that's a bit too much. So it's like Ether in Pokemon now? Yep! Well, Ether in Pokemon has always been space meth, as we know. As we now know. Gonna do that. I'm gonna pull them forward. Because frankly, they need to be shown who's boss as well. Smack. We did it. Thanks, hydration bot. It stresses you out though. it buffs and debuffs you too. Oh, does it? What sort of buffs and debuffs does it give? Yeah, in all honesty, I'll just let it do its thing, because frankly, I don't... It's not too... Like, we'll slowly yet surely kill it. See, 26 crit. It's pretty much dead already. And now it's dead.
Champion falls.
Hold on one tick, we need to take a look at inside this thing we do. We'll take another citrine. I guess we'll grab some crests and deeds. Why not? I guess.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven.
How much
back
money did we
for
get
a
from
time.
this expedition? Shard supplies a buff for +1 speed and +15 damage for one battle, but at the cost of a quest-long debuff of -10% virtue chance and +10% stress. In all honesty, that's very manageable. That's insanely manageable, actually. Hooray, hey, Grey Rot. Extra maximum HP, less accuracy, and less damage. I could make Kamaria a, essentially a tank hunter. A tanky hunter. Syphilis, however, is never good. You never want the syphiliminous. Syphiliminous!
Competition fosters skill and
Idle
confidence.
Arbalist gain 1 resolve. Idle Musketeers gain 1 resolve. Oh. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I believe that means that Beauty Pie cannot come with. I don't think I have any other Arbalists who, yeah. God damn it, Lacrece, stop. Okay. What's that whole thing about? What's with people turning into goddamn walls of flesh? Why's that a thing? It's kind of like the, it's kind of like the final boss going, "Tonight, you." Yeah, so I don't think I can place Beauty Pie into the sanitarium because then she won't gain the level up. Because that's a free level up. I mean, I don't care who you are, that's worth it. That's after Darkest Dungeon 1, you start to see the truth of the world. Where it turns out everyone is actually just a wall of flesh. I need to go back to Terraria, but like, I don't know. I was trying to get that Anklet of the Wind, and then by this point, I'm just kind of like, meh. I still think it's a great game, but it does have the situation of, like, repetitiveness. Or, you know what? It's not repetitiveness. I think, the biggest thing about Terraria is just that it has the Minecraft, situation. Where it's like, well, I explored everywhere, and now there's, yeah, and essentially the whole deal is like you're trying to keep moving forward onto like the next tier of whatever, and it gets to a point where it's like there's just kind of too much, and you have to take a step back and just kind of go, okay, let's just leave this be for a bit. I have taken a look at those trinkets, Ro. Oh, whoops. Goddamn it. That's,
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
I have taken a look at them. I think that they're, I kind of want to do a playthrough where I use nothing but these. I think that would be fun. Cluster Pendant! Extra shards given, more stress. Like, I really like how they're done. Because there's a lot more, like, if this, then this. Like, it's really interesting. Yeah. And yeah, by all technicality, like, yeah, you end up getting some really cool things where it's, Like, plus 20% damage is huge. Along with the extra crit range skill. But, of course, you know, you have the, that issue of just, like, yeah, you suffer some stress. But, again, I like how they're set up. I really enjoy them. Hell, that non-Euclidean hilt, that's really cool. Increases HP. Has a chance of being a random attack. 25% stun skill chance if holy water in inventory. So, you know, just don't, you know, dump your holy water as soon as the fight begins, or as soon as you get into the dungeon. And then it's like, it makes it so that your crusader can potentially be, do blight. Like, this is, I don't know, a lot of these trinkets almost seem D&D inspired. I love it. That's funny. Again, I think that would be a pretty cool gimmick. Just a crystalline trinket playthrough only. I don't know. You think that would be fun? I think it would be fun. So what to do, what to do. Brawler's gloves. Extra damage if in position 1, less crit and less speed. Meh. Sniper's ring. Sniper's ring. I swear, like, I keep thinking I've come across, you know, every trinket I could have come across, and then I still come across new trinkets. It's weird. Like, I don't expect it. Yeah, we'll go Warrens. I'd like to bring Brown Turtle with us, but unfortunately they're too low of level at the moment. It'd be a little tough until the point of getting free mercs to get your shards, and they take 10% each. Yeah, but all in all, I think it would still be worth it. And to be fair, what I could do is just go completely trinketless. I mean, which would, of course, increase difficulty until I end up getting those marks. I'm thinking about this. What do you have? You have rabies. Yeah, that seems about right. Come on, rope. Rope. Yeah, I guess clout. What else do I have? You have bad humor, so let's actually take care of that. What we'll do is we'll bring Lacree and I guess Chester along for the ride. Because Chester has done some good deeds, they have. He has done wonderful. Also, this is... I want to do a breakthrough thing right here. Where it's just like breakthrough, 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 just over and over again. I think that would be fun, honestly. Oh, no wonder we got our shit stomped down last... Wait. Yeah, you only have level 1 abilities. Huh. Charming. So what we could do is... Yeah, we'll get rid of Iron Swan for the breakthrough. Yeah, which will still leave one person with Iron Swan. You know, I'll kind of like mix match it, make sure that we at least keep something of one or the other. Yeah, we'll skip out on Judgment and we'll take the Mace Bash. You guys did a thing right there. I barely saw it, but like it was kind of out of the corner of my eye, but I barely saw it. Don't act stupid. I know what I saw. I saw a video of all Hellions with good trinkets and they just wrecked the dungeons. Well, what are the trinkets? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could really work out. If you can just make up for the minus 50% damage mod, yeah, essentially, if you ever end up needing heals, then you could just do Adrenaline Rush, which would, again, give you more damage. Yeah, damage and crit, yeah. Yeah, and then essentially you keep, the one in the front row to do probably Barbaric Yop. Was that the pain train? How ridiculous. The pain train? What barbarians? Yeah, but again, if you can just, give extra damage, that'll pretty much give you exactly what you're looking for. Calm. So, that's interesting. Actually, what I might want to do is for Rote, I could give you Adrenaline Rush on your first turn. Well, you have Rabies to make up for it, so never mind, it's fine. So, we'll give you the Ancestor's Signet Ring in order to balance out the accuracy. And then, I don't know, something else. I'll figure it out. Go to Hell's Hairpin. I try to avoid using, like, Hell's Hairpin. That face when no healer takes all the food. They basically had 3 times breakthrough and AoEs down everything with crits and made it through the first fight. The fight fast enough before the debuffs really took effect and had one finishing people off with actual damage, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because... yeah, if you can... again, if you can get rid of essentially that minus 50% damage mod for everyone who doesn't... everyone who is doing the breakthroughs, then, yeah, you could be doing the full damage, which, let's, assume the 19 through 17. So let's presume that we're doing, like, 17. This also gives an extra crit modifier plus 2%. So we have a natural of 8%. That's an extra 2%. So let's just say that we have a 10% crit chance. We could end up building ourselves to have more of a crit chance. And let's say that we topped off our crit chance of, I don't know, one of our people at like about 30%. And it rolls a different crit chance for every one hit. So it's almost... technically, it should be at least 1 crit for every one of those attacks. And then if you made up for the damage, I believe a crit is, 3 times the natural, or 3 times your maximum, or not maximum damage, 3 times the damage that you rolled. So if we rolled a 9, we got 3 times worth. That would be 21 damage if we got rid of all the damage modification. And then imagine you're just training this, just, smack, 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 smack. It would work out really nicely, actually. Heck, I'm willing to try it out, but... actually, I think I do have enough... Joker, stop that. I think I do have enough Hellions, actually. No, I'm 1 short. I have 3 Hellions. So close. I don't know, do you think 4 Hellions would be a good Darkest Dungeon setup? Do you think I could do it? Extra damage versus Eldritch. Minus 15% stress as well. We're going to the war, and everything there is... okay, hold on. Let's actually go with the focus ring instead, which gives us extra crit chance. And we're gonna go with, we could go with Dismas's head. Actually, no, we'll go with the Ancestor's Pin, because by all technicality, even though you have Calm for the first round, since we're up against Eldritch, that essentially gets negated, and then you also have Rabies, which negates it even further. So yeah, you'd actually be a really good setup for that. Clout. What do I want to do for you? Let's go with Dismas's head. And yeah, we could just offset that stress. Just do that. Would 1.5 times damage. Oh, is that the, is that how much crits do? I don't know. I just know it's done a shitload of damage. Lacree, stop that, jeez. Everybody is all turning into goddamn walls of meat. I swear it's starting to piss me off. It's really starting to anger me. Yeah, we'll go with another portrait. We'll go with portrait once again. And then Lacree. We'll actually go with, natural swing. Hold on. And we'll go with Junia's head. And her Sacred Scroll. So only an extra 10% stress. That seems good by me. Okay. So let's go ahead and figure out what we want to take. Which is going to be our usual setup. It's the Warrens. I can never tell if for Warrens if I should bring more bandages or anti-venom. I swear I'm always dealing with more bleed than anything. Increased damage taken cannot cross 150% of the attack's maximum damage of non-critical hit situation. Ah, I see. Of a non-critical hit situation. Okay. So essentially, but non-critical hit overtakes that damage. Hey, Draconian Lord 4. How are you doing today? What's up? Also, I'm going to apologize now because if you've been here before, I don't remember. And I am very sorry about that. I'm very, very sorry about that. Yeah, that's fine. That'll work. Weedenbach. But how you doing, Draconian? Actually, no. I think you've been here for a Darkest Dungeon stream. Maybe 2, 3? Probably more. I'm pretty sure you've been here for a Darkest Dungeon stream at least once.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must
Explore 9% of rooms.
squalid homes.
We'll just ignore that room then. Yeah, we can go to the right, there, up. Yeah. This is actually a really good map. Oh! I've not caught any of your streams, but we've met through Addy. Ah, that was it. That's where I've seen you. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Also, why are you half asleep? Is it because you're tired or because you just woke up? Which one is it? Tell me. Tell me.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Don't need you hacking up anything. Hacking up anything.
Blazing star is
Okay.
born.
So how you doing, Draconian? Also, how'd you, did you end up finding me through Addie's stream? Am I getting hosted right now? Anything? It's bedtime. Should have been hours ago. Go to bed. Grey rot, fuck! Well, I do have a plague doctor to deal with that, though, so it's actually not too bad. There we go.
is broken.
She's hosting you, yes? Okay.
Maintain the offensive.
It's the auto host. She wouldn't do that naturally.
Destroy.
Except when she does it. But she wouldn't. Oh, cool. Well, welcome to the stream, man. Glad you... In all honesty, you should probably get the sleep, though. I'm just saying, like... I'm not trying to chase you away or anything, but... It's like, whenever it comes to the choice between catching a stream and sleep, I always tell people you should probably go with the sleep, because... Frankly... Like, what are you missing? If you end up missing a stream, you miss a few hours of entertainment, I suppose. But if you miss, but then, you know, if you miss sleep, you're tired, and that's a problem. Everyone's like a 70%. Sleep is for lame people. I mean, you're not wrong. You know what, Draconian? You win. You win this round, Xenu. Ow.
Cruel machinations spring to life.
That's fine.
With a
It's a bit of damage, but in all honesty, it's fine. Interesting little thing right here. We aren't dealing with any fights. That's our first meal, which gets rid of our stack of food. Or our 4 stack of
Only
food.
treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Covering fire, Arb, suppressing fire 2 times, Highwayman, Grape Shot, Shield Bearer, Shield Breaker, Impale. I still haven't gotten the Shield Breaker because, like... because I didn't think that's really worth it. Because it's like, hey, pay for a character, and it's like, I don't know. Because I could get a lot of characters just on the mod store. I'm just saying. Hi, guys! What's unfortunate is I'm a lame people. Fair. Again, if you need to get the sleep, man, definitely try and get the sleep. Take care of yourself before anything else. A good start, I say. We'll heal up right there. Nice. And then someone's gotta bleed. You! It's vomiting! It upchucked! Syphilis as well? Wow. You've only been exposed to 2 attacks and you immediately have 2 diseases.
Slowly, gently.
I am so sorry that you got syphilis from pig puke. Oh god, that sounds awful. Oh god. Can you imagine telling that story? It's like, yeah, I got syphilis now. It's like, oh, how did that happen? A pig puked on me. I got it because I wanted the class and I wanted to support Red Hook. Let's kill. Who's next? Okay, he's next. But who's next after him? There we go.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay. What to do, what to do.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Fight.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
I don't like this.
Destroy.
Okay. Really good startup right there. We immediately got 1 kill. This game looks frustrating and difficult. I've seen a couple people play it before. In all honesty, it's really just something you gotta get a feel for, I would say. It's not too bad, Draconian, but you definitely do gotta get used to it. Because all it really is a numbers game. So if you have an understanding of like basic math, if you were paying attention in your math classes back in not even high school, but in like middle school, you should be able to understand this game. It's not that bad. Bam. Take that. Oh well. Now the real frustration, Draconian. It's a game for people who think numbers, OCD, and micromanagement is ASMR. ASMR? Fair enough. Yeah, in all honesty, the real rage of this game just comes from... Really just comes from, like, the first... I would say, like, the first hour of playing it, when you're just recruiting people and you don't exactly know what you're doing. In all honesty... It's for masochists. Masochists? Masochists. I don't know what this does, but I'm touching it. More damage! Yay! Yeah, but even then, like, it is actually a really good way... What's math? The bane of my existence, that's what... Well, time to change that! It is actually really fair to call this game the, like the Dark Souls of whatever genre game this is. I'm not exactly sure. It's actually really fair to call it that, because a big chunk of this game, it's difficult at the beginning when you don't know what you're doing, but once you have it figured out, it becomes significantly easier.
Burden of finery risks life and limb.
Yeah, once you have it figured out and you know, have yourself set up, it's a lot easier. So you just gotta get to that point. Let's try not to deal with those two. And considering there's a giant hulking pig man in front of me, it might be better for me to just wail on him with my 2 Hellions for right now. There's a chance of stunning him. Let's give it a go. Dark Souls is fun to watch. I refuse to put myself through that, though. In all honesty, again, Draconian, it's only hard when you first start up on it, but once you have it figured out, it's a lot easier. I mean, I've been playing Dark Souls pretty much since I first started streaming. Well, not since I first started streaming, but it's almost been a year now. I've been playing Dark Souls for a long time now, and in all honesty, it's not that bad. It's pretty fun, I would say. Vomit. The vomit comet! Hemophilia? Oh no. I'm like Gohan. I don't know how to dodge. Gohan, come closer. What is it, Mr. Piccolo? I just have something to tell you. Why didn't you dodge? Blech. Honestly, I am gonna do that. Because for some reason, your damage... I'm not sure what's going on with your damage, actually. Take that! Take that! And now we can actually hit all 3 of them. Which is perfect! Oh, okay. Well, now it doesn't matter. Now it means nothing. Duke is now my favorite person. I mean, in all honesty, like, if you don't know Team 4 Star's Abridged series, along with Lil Karibo, like, you're practically uncultured in this day and age. I summon Mega Ultra Chicken. Good try barbaric yopping them. It's about 50% chance right there, and much higher chance right there. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'll give it a go. Sure. Only got one. Smack. Or not. Syphilis is impacting my crits and stuff. Oh, yeah. Because syphilis has no positive sides to it. It's all negative. I actually chose the wrong person to do the barbaric yop. I meant for you to do it, Rope, but I completely flugged that up. There we go. Get that kill. It's dead! Hooray! Boar rush! Oh no! Oh no! Road is all the way back here. How devastating. I'm sorry, Road. I kind of feel like an ass now. But, yeah, abridged series have been such a huge part of my life. It's almost ridiculous by this point. Like, I have watched through Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series, like, I don't know, like 15 times or something. I used to come home from work, and I would just sit down in front of my TV, turn on my Xbox, go over to YouTube, and just watch Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series. It was just a thing that I did. Touch the altar. Go Warren's Explorer. I mean, we'll just go around this way, so that way we don't even have to use the shovel. Touch it. Touch my bones. Touch them. Man, 70% is just not good enough.
Possessed by evil intent.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, Ro. Drink the moonshine. Extra damage. Man, Clout is fucking dangerous. And what better thing to test out our dangerous Clout? But yeah, no, I feel as though Lil Karibo has more of a handle on his type of humor versus Team 4-Star, but there's no denying that they do some good stuff. Especially Takahata 101. Takahata 101, he does amazing, just amazing work. Super Kame Guru.
A singular strike.
This life, by the by. I didn't really get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. Really? Fair enough. Like, it's, I mean, you know, to each their own. However, if I had... However, I... like... As much as I love both of those series, because they are actual series, there is no topping the almighty power that is Purple Eyes WTF. If you don't know who Purple Eyes WTF is, the best way I can put it is, like, take a series. The series that he does is Code Geass, One Piece, and he also has one for. He also has like a 3-parter for Soul Reaper. So take those 3 series, and now essentially say, fuck it to the plot. We're just gonna do whatever the hell we feel like. But we're going to reference the plot at any moment that we can. And that's essentially what he does. And he does such a good job about this. Like, he is quite literally the most hilarious man I've ever had the pleasure of watching go insane.
Yet prove to be navigable.
Like, he slowly has gone more and more crazy over the course of him doing these things. Damn, Fuck, I forgot to camp. I should have camped. Ah, damn it. Oh, well. The worries. Man, everyone just has all of the most horrendous of shit. Actually, the Fitz is just fine. Brooklyn Rage.
Yourself not with the
Yeah, if
cost
you
of
ever
this
have, like,
crusade.
I would say 15
It's
minutes,
number
but in all
one
honesty,
before
it's actually
you
only
draw
like 12
tolerance in
minutes.
your
If you have
choice of
12 minutes to spare, go onto YouTube and type in One Punch Stan. It was a collaboration project between Purple Eyes WTF and someone else, I can't remember. And it is amazingly done. Let's get rid of that syphilis on you, Ro. We'll want to get rid of the gray rot as well. I guess, I don't know. Clout, go to the cloister. Go pray. Go pray the gay away. The Ayashin also needs to pray the gay away. There we go. Good on him. On mobile currently. Go for it. Draconian is all the more worth it. It is amazing. It's a wonderful, wonderful one episode. Medic's boots. Must get to... Those are some thigh-high boots they are. Delicious. Well, ha-cha-cha. Well, what do we have here? Whoever made Tristan Black in this scene. That's hilarious. There is no topping Melvin. You can't top Melvin. I'm actually like after Merrick, I was kind of wondering what Lil Kariba was going to do about his season 4, because it's really like he has somehow topped every villain that has come into the show. Which technically there's only 3, but well, 3, and now season 4 adds a 4th one. But I was wondering what he was gonna do for season 4, and I think he took darts in the correct direction. Is all I can really say about that. Oh well, no man. All civilization was destroyed by fairies. Come again? I'm only working with 22 people. I really should... Well, unfortunately, Draconian has just left. Otherwise, I would ask them. Oh, well... I was hoping to do the next part of the Darkest Dungeon now. Yeah, I'm okay with the Fits, because that makes it so Lacree will go earlier in combat, and we can just do the heals. I was hoping to do the next part of the Darkest Dungeon, but in all honesty, like, it's taking... Get out of here! It's taking so long just to level up my, my new healers that it's gonna be a little bit. It might take another stream or 2. But, we're working on it. We'll get there eventually. The fuck is this? Reckless Charm. Okay. Oh, no. That's a Bloodthirst ring. I guess I could take it. Go in this mood. Oh, no. Because Beauty Pie will no longer do it because she's at level 5. Everyone else, though. Yeah. I could have Sign, Kamaria, Kree, and Edsclave. Good old Edsclave! Switch those two. Sacred and Profane. Interesting. When you accidentally make these things. I don't mean to. It just happens. Grey Rot. Yeah, that's fine. We can work with Grey Rot. Yeah, bleed is actually powerful in the Warrens. I don't know. I'm trying out caltrops because I'm curious as to just how well it will work out. I'm trying a few different things. However, yeah, like part of the reason why I'm using the caltrops is because I have so many things that well, primarily because I have unerring. It makes it so come hither and caltrops, you know, both ranged attacks can do more damage. Of course, caltrops, of course, has the negative of minus 95% damage modifier. Come hither, however, does not. So it's like, essentially the idea is for me to use come hither, bring them close, and then do the collect bounty. However, if they are of weaker stature, or if they have armor and are in the back row, which is very rare, actually. Always take finish him over caltrops. I should. I honestly should. But in all honesty, if you have come hither, like, you either build your bounty hunter to be a mark build or a stun build, because, I mean, you can have both, but the thing is, it typically, I don't know, it's not that it doesn't work out, it's just that I find myself using one more than the other. I wanted to see how caltrops would do, and in all honesty, the bleed is really nice to have, but the real problem of caltrops is that it only affects the last or second to last. It affects third and fourth position, which is the real problem of it. If it made it so it affected both third and fourth position, or made it so that it could affect any position, I think it would be a very credible skill. And they've tried to make it a bit better by making it so it's like, hey, debuff target, you know. They lose speed and you know, they take more damage, which is kind of, like, I guess it's kind of a step in the right direction, but when you can do, you know, 9% extra damage to a marked target, why the fuck would you try and set up with caltrops? Answer, you don't. There's no reason. It's pointless. I'll go with flashbang. And what I'm thinking is, honestly, I should just pass up on the Fuseman's matchstick. I should go with something that increases my accuracy for one. So we'll go with the focus ring. Well, then again, hold on. There's extra health right now. Let's actually go with a slightly tanky build. And we'll go with the Ancestor's Signet Ring instead. That balances out the accuracy debuff. And now, what's something else that we can take with? The Ancestor's Musket Ball. That... No. Maybe? No. It's just so underwhelming. Yeah. Again, if they made so it affected multiple targets, or if they made so you could use it against any enemy, it would be a lot more useful. Because essentially you could run it in a bleed build. You could run it in a bleed build and it would work out very nicely. But that is not the case. Could go with Flesh's Heart Trophy just for more HP. I don't know. And we'll go with Ancestor's Pistol. Increases accuracy of range skills. And increases our speed, which is one of the things that I want. Now, what should I do with Sign? I know for you, I want the Ancestor's Portrait as one of the items. I don't know what I'll do for the other item for Edsclave, though. But, hold on. We're going into the Warrens on this one. We'll go with the, we'll go with the Beast Slayer's Ring. Yes, no, yes. Actually, you know what? Sacrificial Cauldron. That's a nice one. Has 10% damage if torch is above 75%. Well, that gets offset, and we actually have an extra 10% damage, so that works out. We'll go with the same thing we did before. Second verse, same as the first. Sign. What do I want to do for Sign? Roach, what do I want to do for Sign? It's almost their birthday, and we got to give them a present. So, tell me, what do I want to give Sign? What did I do to get stabbed? I like... Gonna get rid of zealous accusations and go with the Holy Lance. Sanctuary Parade, yeah. Birthday presents for my good buddy Sign. What do I want to grab? Oh yeah, there's always holy orders. Extra virtue chance, less stress. I don't know. Like, holy orders is just such a nice thing. You know what? We'll go with the martyr seal. We'll go with the death door. Well, then again, we have extra healers. So maybe we'll go with dismiss his head would be good. Have less HP, but we'll be doing an extra 25% damage, and essentially we have no stress increase. And we're also working with extra virtue chance and extra death blow resist, so make Sign even tankier. A new greatsword? No! No! Can I get Sign a new greatsword? No, not at the moment. It's worth it to do it to increase the base crit amount, which can mean that the heal is going to be magnificent. That was the best fucking thing I've watched in a while. I told you, Draconian. I told you. Yeah, and even that wasn't like, interestingly enough, One Punch Stand isn't even fully like it's a combo thing. I believe all of the like everything for Stan was written by Purple Ice, and the other guy was written by the person that I worked with. I believe. I might be wrong on that. Sweet Christ, it was amusing. Good. Which reminds me, Draconian, you want a character? Because I'm running short on a roster. Most of my followers who actually interact are dead. So, do you want a character? And if you say no, I'm forcefully conscripting you. We got an Arbalist, a Highwayman, a Man-at-Arms, a Vestal, an Occultist, a Grave Robber, an Abomination. I'll be cannon fodder. What do you want to be? We got... You know, this is actually interesting, because this is one of the few times I've asked someone if they want to be one. And we have a lot of different choices. Hey, Captain Crow, thank you for the 50 bits. What a nice day for a night of Dungeon of Bees. Again, the darkest dungeon, as we all know, is Timbuktu. So whenever you say, I'm gonna knock you straight to Timbuktu, you're telling them that you're gonna knock them into what might as well be hell. Might as well. Also, just to make sure, so the darkest dungeon has 4 different dungeons. Is it like 3 dungeons and then the final boss, or is it 4 dungeons and then the final boss? Does anyone know this? Because I really hope it's 3 dungeons and the final boss, because if it's 4 dungeons and the final boss, I'm gonna need to do some grinding. What character is the most assholey? I want that one. It's not the Abomination. The Occultist is kind of an asshole. That would make you a support. Like, even the Highwayman kind of has, like, morals. There's the Grave Robber. 3, then final boss. Thank God. Okay. I mean, Grave Robber's, I guess, kind of assholey. You know, just for the sheer fact that it's a Grave Robber. I'm just saying. So how you doing today, Captain Crow? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? Yeah, because Man-at-Arms is pretty neutral. Arbalist is neutral. I would say Highwayman's fairly neutral. Grave Robber is definitely is neutral. I mean, actually, I guess there's no one that's really evil. But when it comes to assholey, yeah, it's probably Grave Robber or Cultist. Repurposing free loot? Lol. Now you call me a Grave Robber, I say that I am merely a recycler of goods. You know, it's actually very interesting because, you know, archaeological digs, you know, dig into people's, you know, burial sites, grab all of their shit, and then put them on display, in museums. That's pretty fucked up if you think about it. Because, like, like, a similar thing would be, imagine if someone went to a cemetery, dug up a, you know, dug up a body, took all of the items that, you know, people left for them, like, you know, pictures, jewelry that were on their fingers, etc. And then, yeah, just put them on display. That's pretty fucked up. Okay, so you want to be a, grave robber, Draconian? Draconian Lord 4. Welcome aboard, kid.
To those with a keen eye,
Sweet.
gold gleams like a dagger's point.
We'll still go in with these 4 for right now, because I still need 2 more people before I can start training up your team, Draconian. And be very well prepared to never have to work a day in your life. It's a short dungeon. We'll just bring a full stack of that. 2 shovels should be more than enough. It's the Warren, so... Again, it's really hard to tell. I didn't need any anti-venom on the last one. I'll just take some bandages then. Ladnum. Yeah, no. I'm gonna grab all the dead booty. Oh. Listen, that's not grave robbing, Draconian. That's necrophilia.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
What is it that I'm dealing with? Okay. You know what? That's not too bad. 9% of room, so I believe I have to get one of those rando places, so... Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Now if I steal the booty and take it with me? Oh. Did I forget something? I don't think I did. Was eating a turkey sandwich, I'd be doing well. Today was the last day for the Soul Calibur 6 beta. Apparently, thought 'twas last morning. Anyway, had me feel. How was your day? Pretty good. What are your thoughts on the Soul Calibur, well, on Soul Calibur 6, Captain? Do you think it's good? Do you think it meets up to the expectations of previous games? And if so, why? Let's drag you forward. Hey, don't do that. Oh, well, that's rude.
Body and brain. Masterfully executed.
Edsclave, thank you for the host. I appreciate that. How was your stream, man? How to deal with this? Oh, ha cha cha. Well, slice, slice, slice. Ooh, 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 ooh. 12 to 22, really? Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Continue the onslaught.
Honestly, I'm kind of in agreement with you, Draconian. I actually... you know what? That's an idea. I think I might replace Radiata Stories with Soul Calibur 3. At the same time, I really do... like, I really enjoy... Mordecai Vibe, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Ho ho! Now, what do I want to do? Yeah, I guess I'll just Mark of Death this guy. That gets rid of some of his protection as well. It went well, had a lot of fun. It's growing a lot slower because I'm not streaming. I presume you mean streaming Don't Starve Together. I mean, that's fair. Like, I try not to, I try not to stream games that have, like, a pop... Hold on, what's a good way to put this? I try not to stream games that, people follow for the game. Because if I do that, then I end up dealing with the situation of, like, wow, I'm playing a different game that I really enjoy, and, you know, that I'm not burnt out on. And people are just like, why are you playing this game? When are you gonna go back to Terraria? And it's like, I'll get to it when I feel like it again. It's gonna be a little bit. Ed Tado brought me here.
A trifling victory,
Ed Tado.
but a victory nonetheless.
You say Ed Tado, I said Ed Tato. What do you have to say to that, Mordecai? Yeah, Terraria. It's a good game, I'll give it that. It really is a good game, but again, I was talking about it just earlier, it still has the situation that Minecraft has, where it's like, all you're doing is work, like, yes, you always have a goal that you're working towards, but the real problem about it is that the goals that you work towards, you have to do menial tasks in order to get them. You're doing a bunch of tasks just over and over again to get what you're working for, and that's the real kind of drawback towards it. I still love the game, mind you, but like that can really just kind of drain on your morale. Oh yeah, meets up indeed. Meets up indeed. Feels a lot like Soul Calibur 2 in movement, mechanics, and characters. That's interesting. Adds new stuff in all those aspects appropriately. Plus, I can't wait for the new aspects of the game being shown, like the story mode and Libra of Souls. Creates of Souls gonna be a fucking mint from what... I gotcha. Okay, fucking blast. Okay, I thought you were starting up a new thing, Captain. I was like, fucking mint. That's one way to put it. It's gonna be a fucking mint, I tells ya. It's gonna be the next goddamn, like, Kanye West of assholishness. It's gonna be amazing. People are gonna line up for miles just to get their hands on this game. They will say, look at this game. It's like the Steve Irwin of Animal Planet. It's wonderful. It's marvelous. And that's Soul Calibur 6. There was a game designer, or not designer, but a game reviewer. Mint flavored stuff does taste good though. Yeah.
And purpose is made clear.
Hello. There was a game reviewer that I used to watch who used to do reviews like that, and I absolutely loved him. He ended up passing away 2 years ago, I think now. I really miss him. Oh fuck. I need to go find his YouTube again, because after he died, I kept following him for maybe a full year, and then I was like, I mean, I've watched everything that he has to say, and you know, nothing new is coming out, so I decided to unfollow. And now it's one of those moments where I feel really bad about myself because I unfollowed, and now I don't remember the name, so I'm gonna have to go back and try and find the name, or just wait until, like, I don't know, some night I have like a miraculous like thought process that makes me go, that was the name. Oh, hello. That rarely happens. God damn you!
Curious is the
Okay.
trap maker's art. His efficacy
been good.
unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Sort of tired, hungry, and whatnot. Exclave, go eat your things. Go eat a jellyfish. It'll make you feel better. I think. Well, I don't know. Throw holy water on it. Well, note to self, never toss holy water onto human skin. It'll only debuff ye. Yeah, we can do that. Really? You have a 90% chance. How have you failed twice now? God damn it. God damn it. Well, ha cha cha. Look at what we have here. I can't wait for this Friday. Bed will be here then. Oh, getting a new bed, Draconian. Is it a Tempur-Pedic? Please, for the love of God, tell me it's a Tempur-Pedic. Damn. Frick. Okay. It's labeled as a beast, but it really feels as though it should be an eldritch. Makes me upset that it's not. Oh well. Let's just start beating the crap out of it. Ah, to hell with it. Okay. Good news is he can still work from right there. Or sorry, Kamaria. She can still work from right there. Good flashbang, but nah. We'll just mark it for now. We'll get it ready for next turn. 21 damage, that's good. We can pray. Aww. Okay, so yeah, seriously, can anyone give me a valid argument as to why this thing should be considered a beast over an eldritch abomination? Please! Get back here. Yep, not sure if it's Tempur-Pedic, but it'll be a good bed currently on the floor until it's here. Oh, you sleep. Oh, damn. I have a mattress on the floor. I don't have a, I don't have the actual... Like, I have part of the frame, but we're missing some parts of the frame, and the rest of my family has been like, oh crap, we gotta get those parts of the frame, and I've been like, I mean, you guys do it whenever you feel like it. All I care about is that I have the mattress and that I'm not sleeping on the floor like an animal. And they're just... But then again, like, even if I was sleeping on the floor like an animal, I also have, like... What is that thing called? I want to call it a sack bed, but that's not what it's called. It's a thing that you take with you on camping trips. What is it called? Help me, chat. What is this thing that I'm thinking of called? Sleeping bag. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. Captain, you were the last one to talk, so thank you, Captain. You reminded me. So yeah, I do have a sleeping bag, and I'm pretty sure what would end up happening is if I was trying to sleep in the sleeping bag, my dogs would probably just like crawl inside, and I'd be like, ah, I already had no room, and now I have even less. This is my life now. I'm trying to control some of that, but whatever. Get back here. Nope, never mind. We tried. Pig spear. Pig spear. Yeah, but thank you, Draconian. Yeah, let's get rid of some of that protection. We got roaches so sleeping on the floors and no. I always freak out over the idea. He tastes like the pigs. I don't know. I don't like the idea of roaches because well, of course roaches are fucking terrifying. Like, they're harmless, but they're terrifying. But I remember watching a sci-fi movie where it was like a cheesy sci-fi movie where it was like, you know, the roaches would like lay eggs inside of people, you know, which would and then when they, you know, when they hatch, they would like eat the human from the inside and they die. And then the roaches, like, hatched out of them. And I remember it freaking me the fuck out as a kid, so now I have an even bigger phobia of roaches. To the point where I go, like, maniacally insane in trying to kill them. Like, I will firmly, like, grab hairspray and a lighter to try and kill them. And I don't care what gets burnt in the process, as long as it dies. Of course, luckily, the only time I've ever had to do that, it was in a sink. So I didn't really burn anything important. Just left a little bit of black in the sink. You know, which was not my problem. We'll head down this way! Oh, actually, he's only at a 75% chance. Still better than everyone else. There we go. Oh, hey, look! Right, that gets rid of a negative quirk. Yeah, Edsclave, you can get rid of a negative quirk. Legophobia, nice, that's actually the exact one that I was wanting to get rid of. Firmly grasps it. A roach infestation is much better than a rat infestation. That sounds like a hell of a B movie. I mean, listen, like, I used to watch... Yeah, I used to watch the Sci-Fi Channel when I got home. Like, every day when I got home from school, I would turn on the TV and I would take a look at two channels. I would take a look at Comedy Central and the Sci-Fi Channel, because those two channels were right next to each other. So I would always take a look at those two channels and be like, which one do I like more? And, yeah, it's, I mean, yeah, no, like, those were just my options whenever I got home every day. And typically the way that would go was I would watch the Sci-Fi Channel first. I watched the Sci-Fi Channel first because typically with the Sci-Fi Channel, you had the wonderful, wonderful thing of Star Trek The Next Generation. That would always be on when I first got home, and I loved it. After Star Trek The Next Generation, I don't know. Typically Stargate SG-1 would come on a little while after that until it ended up getting taken down. I still miss it. One day, my love. Yeah, no. And past that, I don't know. Past that, once Star Trek, or, sorry, once the Sci-Fi Channel started showing, like, something cheesy, that's when I go to Comedy Central. And I would typically end up catching The Tonight Show, and, what else would I catch? I would catch The Tonight Show and South Park. Those were the big things. And also Futurama. Futurama was also a big thing that I would catch. Hey, Tome of Holy Healing. Extra healing skills, sweet.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
But typically, once something bad came on, once there was, like, nothing to watch, I would always just watch the Sci-Fi Channel. Because, like, if you end up getting something bad on Comedy Central, it's bad. It's terrible. It's typically just stupid.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet prove navigable.
Whereas on Sci-Fi Channel, yes, it would be bad, but it would be such a terrible movie that it was more funny to watch than the Comedy Central channel. So, yeah, a lot of the times I would be watching just corny sci-fi movies, because that makes up for like half of the Sci-Fi Channel. You know, I wish I remember what I did in terms of stuff I watched when I was in high school. 6 more recruits than usual. Oh no.
And corpses. All will find their way to us now.
Yo,
that the road is
Mordecai,
clear.
you still here? Do you want a character? Do you want a candy bar? You know, I wish I remembered what I did in terms of stuff I watched when I was... Oh, I already read that. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's a really strange thing because I've always had such a repetitive lifestyle that I remember so many details about my life. Who keeps talking? Stop that. You guys sure you're done? Okay, Mordecai's not here, but I'm just gonna... I have to do some forceful recruiting. Because I need more people. I think a jester might be a good addition to the team. But then again, we only really need one jester for the Darkest Dungeon. So, maybe not. Or at least I think we'll only need one jester. Probably only need one jester. So, I don't know. Mordecai vibe. I'm getting a kind of like leper feel from that. It's either leper or plague doctor, I'm thinking. One of those two. I'm feeling leper. Mordecai vibe. Exclave, when you next see Mordecai, tell them that they have a character.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Okay. Pretty good. They had like nearly every cryptic and fantasy creature for a cheesy thriller movie on Sci-Fi before 'twas called Sci-Fi. Still does the same crap after the brand change. Yep. Nah, that's the wonders of the Sci-Fi channel. No matter what changes they make to the channel, it'll always be just crap, and I love that. I don't know, is there anyone else in the chat who... Eh, we could go with the Moobot. We don't have a Moobot yet. Good old Vestal Moobot. Hooray!
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Hooray! Okay, well. I don't know. That Great Rot really isn't hurting Kamaria too much. The fits, honestly, I can work with that. Hemophilia, that does need to be gotten rid of, but... Syphilis always needs to be gotten rid of. Beatie Pie can't have syphilis, she's not that kind of girl! I don't think. I don't know, I don't talk to her very much outside of the streams. Hey, I should hit her up some point. Maybe. I have to remember, though. Remembering is a little too much. Remembering is far too hard. Okay. Yeah, we got a nice varied team once again. Kinda. Vertigo. That's fine. Yeah. There were always movies on the Sci-Fi Channel. Oh crap, actually, remember all of the commercials that they would bring in for Shark Week? They'd act as though it was the most amazing thing on the entire fucking planet. You know, goddamn Shark Week. And it's like... No. Kamariev needs to bust one out in the brothel as opposed to rid of the stress of of his. Well, I actually know Kamaria outside of the streams. And honestly, Captain, your description fits. Your description fits. She's a wonderful person, though. Just insanely, just awesome person. Very wholesome. I like her. There we go. That's a team. That's a team? Actually, you do not have Sanctuary. We can't go anywhere. Well, yeah, we won't even need to camp here. We still should probably get Sanctuary, though. Bless. Extra accuracy and dodge. Interesting. First thing again, I think... Nope, we don't have Watchdog either. Gallows, Humor, Snuffbox, Wound Care. Myth. I can't get comfy. D. I don't know what to tell you, Draconian. Have you tried... I don't know. A different position, I suppose. Yeah, I'll go with Lick Wounds. Guard Dog. Guard Dog is honestly a fairly good ability. Cry Havoc. Hold on, Draconian. What does Draconian have? Flashing Daggers? We don't need... Well... Yeah, we don't need Flashing Daggers. I'd much rather have the Thrown Dagger instead. And then, typically, I never use the Toxin Trickery, just because I set them up with so much dodge at the very beginning that we almost never need it. I hold on to the Poison Darts just so I have something that can hit the front row without them having to be further back. Shark Week was something to say. Yeah, it was filled with sharks. What do we have? Profane Scroll. Vestal only. Extra healing if in position 2. Extra protection if in position 2. More stress and more damage. I've never come across this artifact, I don't think. No, I've come across it in here, actually. But I have never gotten a chance to, like, collect it out in the field or something. So, let's... Whoops, sorry about that. Right, Ancestral Pen, as well as the Focus Ring. Ooh, and that actually reminds me, I need to, There we go. For the Grave Robber, we always go with the Ancestor's Coat alongside the Lucky Talisman. Super heals. She's flashing daggers from her eyes. Fusement Matchstick. Actually, yeah, that works out. Extra damage, extra crit, and more speed. And we can actually grab the Ancestor's Pistol as well, because Hound's Rush is a ranged attack. And this will make it so that Brown Turtle can go sooner than everyone else, and that means that we can be using some other abilities before. And actually, I'm going to get rid of Cry Havoc, because quite frankly, I don't like Cry Havoc. I don't think it's a really good ability, because it's only a chance of reducing stress. It's really not all that great. I'd much rather have, Hound's Harry instead. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, hold on. We're in the Cove. of the times I really don't need more than 8 torches if I'm doing a short. I only brought 2 extra with me on the last one just to be sure, but also Draconian, just to make sure. Actually, wait, hold on. Nope, never mind. I lost the question.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic
I forgot.
nightmares.
Sorry about
Be
that.
flushed out.
I know you probably perked up like, yes, and then it's like, oh, never mind then. I'll just be over here then, doing nothing besides trying to sleep. Have you tried taking caffeine pills? Don't do that. Oh, starting off strong. Good job, Brown Turtle. Good job. Good job, Duke. I'm sorry, the question was in mind and I just... poof, it's gone. I didn't mean for that to happen. It just sort of happened. I don't know why. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. Why not? It increases... No, it doesn't increase speed. Ow. That's rude. There we go. That's a good kill. There we go. Good kill. I don't have any attacks on them. Oh well, that's fine. Won't hurt me. You know the worst thing about having dreads? What? Oh, before you answer that, I have to preface it by... awesome. Because dreads are just amazing. I like them. I've had a fondness of dreadlocks ever since, Stargate SG-1. The character Ronin was just such a cool fucking character, played by, the newest of Aquaman. The newest of Aquamans, Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa just, you know, pulls off dreads so fantastically that I have to love them. Just have to love them. Stray hairs that don't do what you want. Oh, yep. Nah, I can't imagine that pain. Actually, okay, so this is a very weird problem that I have to deal with. My hair is at a very strange point where, So it's like whenever it comes to like washing my hair, I try to do it only once every 2 or 3 days, you know, like actually washing it. And I don't know, so and a lot of times I'm not sure how this happens. But because I wait in order to like, you know, full on wash my hair and, you know, use the products and really like get in there and mess with my hair, every so often I will wash my hair, and then I'll go to the restroom earlier, and my genitalia will just be wrapped around with hairs from my head. It's a very strange thing to happen, and I don't know how it happens. That one's dead. Oh, never mind. They managed to resist. Well, fuck. Okay. He be Momoa, of course he pull off the dreads. I mean, yeah, fair, but still, it's Jason fucking Momoa.
Surges as the enemy crumbles. Executed with
It's a shame because I wanted to believe that, I really wanted Justice League to do good, just because Jason Momoa was in it. And as I understand, that was just not the case. That was not the case. It did. I never watched it. I decided not to watch it because I didn't think that was going to be worth my time. And as I understand it, I was right. It was not worth my time. But I really wanted to see Jason Momoa. But
another one falls.
I don't know. Apparently, a lot of people actually
Remind
wanted to see
yourself
Jason
that
Momoa, but part of the problem
slow
was
and insidious killer.
part of the problem was that he only got like 15 minutes of screen time or something. Extreme PP or personal problems, one of the two. Nice. It's too dark. What is too dark? I hope the stream's not too dark, because that would be a problem. We can actually just use a shovel right here. Yeah, we're good. Okay, fight right here. And we got the surprise off as well. That places me in a wonderful position of just being able to... Exactly that. Just... I want to hit the one in the very back, but... Justice League, everything in that series, all dark. Hard to see shit half the time. Ah, that's a problem. I remember with Batman v Superman, of course it got, you know, it was shat on because they clearly didn't know how to, they clearly didn't know how to make it good.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
But I do have to admit, the Batman scene where he is, you know, taking on all of those people was done very well Batman-esque. It was very nicely done, and I like that. It's a shame that they couldn't do, well, more of that. It's also a shame that, it was Christian Bale who acted as the new Batman, right? Christian Bale? No. Yes? Hold on. I want to make sure about this. No, Ben Affleck. It was Ben Affleck. I'm not sure why I thought Christian Bale. No. Why the fuck did I think Christian Bale? What has Christian Bale done recently? No, no. Right, he was the Dark Knight Batman, right. Affleck, yeah. I forgot. I don't know. I liked Christian Bale in the Dark Knight series, but right, as I was saying, it's a shame that Ben Affleck, like, I don't know. I don't think he does a good Bruce Wayne. I think he's okay for Batman, but I don't think he's really good for Bruce Wayne.
A faint hope blossoms.
I used to think that it was the opposite. I don't like Ben Batfleck, like, at all. Nah, that's fair. I think a huge chunk of the reason why Ben Affleck Batman is just not as good or memorable is just because of how much they're trying to show off, like, Batman, I think.
As victories mount, so
Goofy
too
singing
will
Evanescence.
resistance.
Oh. Yeah, but I think a good chunk of the problem with Ben Affleck being Batman is actually just they're trying to show off more Batman, and that actually, I think that's actually one of the reasons why I'm okay with it, because Ben Affleck as Batman, there is no Ben Affleck to be had. Like when you have Ben Affleck as Batman, there is no actually Ben Affleck. He doesn't exist as Batman. He exists as Bruce Wayne. And I think he's a bad Bruce Wayne. But he just doesn't exist when it comes to Batman. Like, they try and hide everything about, like, the human side of Batman. in these newest movies, which, I don't know. I guess it's not terrible, but it's definitely not my favorite. Okay, that's a good start. I want to be able to kill that madman on this turn if I can. That's nice. One more fishman. Fishman. Okay. Is he gonna go before? No. Okay. No point in dealing with him anymore then. No point at all. He's just gonna do his thing. Draconian is getting so stressed because he can't sleep. And now we attack the Pelagic Guardian. Oh wow. Okay. That's not what I expected. What was I gonna say? About Christian Bale. Right. With Christian Bale, it's kind of sad because I thought he did a great job as Batman and as Bruce Wayne. But he himself as a person, as I understand, is a bit of a shitbag. As I understand it. I've never personally met him though, so I don't know. But apparently there's a lot of people that just claim he's a real shitbag. Makes me curious, kind of. That's unfortunate. Yeah. It is what it is. There's a lot of Hollywood people that are shitbags. Oh, which actually reminds me, did you guys see the thing with yes, Lindsay Lohan? Where, like, she was essentially trying to kidnap some children in Paris, and she ended up getting punched in the face, and then was like, I am so afraid. It was actually, like, I feel bad for saying this, but it was actually pretty funny. Like, I'm almost positive there was a lot of drugs in effect at the time.
The things are driven back for a time.
Yeah, hold on. Oh my goodness, it's honestly just Google her name. Just Google her. You'll find the news all over the front articles. Yeah, but I don't know. It seemed as though she was on drugs or something. I'm not exactly sure. She was in Paris. All stress relief activities less effective. The miserable dark. Oh, that's a shame. Are celebrities all really weird? It's not all celebrities. It's primarily like the not even the B-listed ones. It's the ones that like were really big for a small amount of time and are still living in that time. Like Lindsay Lohan has not done anything memorable since she got out of the entertainment business. Which begs the question as to how she even has money anymore. Because she does some really weird things. A lot of people say yachting, which is code for high class past actor sex, but on a yacht. But I'm very unsure. That's what a lot of people say, though. So you know, that's the thing. Yeah, I can keep on training this group. Yeah, and everyone's already set up, so might as well. It's a long one, though. We'll bring that much food. It's ruins. I don't know, what sort of venom do I deal with do I deal with any them in the ruins? Maybe? It's been a little while since I've been to the ruins, I come to think about it. Stop pulling that shit, man. Stop it. Jeez. These people. What's wrong with them? Yeah, that should be good. I'd rather have a proper ship. Yachts are lame. I mean, they're supposed to be like, I don't know, they're supposed to be homes on the sea, essentially.
Pace out the halls of your
Not my thing, though.
Familiar. Now.
9% of rooms. Uh-oh. It looks as though I'm gonna have to... crap baskets. That sucks. Okay, hold on. I always forget, am I able to avoid searching 2 rooms or 3 rooms? Because if it's 3 rooms, I can leave off like that. Ah, jeez. Nah, I'll go down here and then, I don't know, go either that way or that way. And then I'll come back. Go this way. Down, round, back. That way, up. That should hit all of the locations. That should be good. We'll see, though. The leper! Activate the holy symbol. 20% extra damage until we rest. That's nice. 6, cool. But yeah, no, she was like recording herself. She was in Paris and there was, I don't know, an Islamic family, I think it was. And yeah, she was just speaking to them in... She wasn't even speaking Islamic. She was just saying words or sounds. She was trying to make herself sound Islamic. She followed them for like several blocks. And then... yeah, essentially tried grabbing one of the children. The mother just punched her in the face. And then she started crying. And yeah, that's Lindsay Lohan. Again, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was really funny. It was sad but funny.
Another one falls.
And part of the humor just comes in the fact that when I went to her Twitter, or not Twitter,
or is it merely
but like Instagram and then like followed up on, you know, some of her fans and what they were saying. A lot of people were defending her, and I was like, she was trying to take some kids away from their family. Why are you defending this behavior? This isn't something you defend. I don't know though. I would have stabbed her. Now that's getting a little extreme. I mean, you're like, I don't know, this was an Islamic family in France, and to be completely fair, Islamic families in France are not exactly treated as equals. For 8 damage. Yeah, we'll do this. Seven. Resisted the bleed, really. That was a 90% chance of bleeding, and they managed to resist it. That's crazy. 9 to 18. I'll do it. Close. There we go.
The fiend falls.
Don't touch my babies. My babies. Really, we didn't get that kill. I was very much in hopes that we would, but oh well.
Eradicated.
There we go. That Bone Courtier needs to die. Gosh. Let's do a purge. Kills them, moves them up all the way. They're now in first position. I think all they can do is stab me now. So we're just gonna be hitting them with things like that. Right, and they're not good when it comes to blight. They're good when it comes to bleed, but not when it comes to blight. And dead. It's the internet. And that child's parents be Islamic. Of course, people on the net would defend Lohan despite the atrocity. We grew our culture on this kind of hatred for a while now. That is true. You have a point, Captain. But again, I don't know if I don't know if people are doing it because they're like, again, if it's because it's racism and they're just like, yeah, you should take that kid away from their parents so that, you know, they don't grow up to be Islamic, or if people are supporting it just because, like, they're blindly following everything Lindsay Lohan does and they absolutely support her. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why people would support such a reckless and self-destructive behavior. Like, you wouldn't tell your kids, like, hey, like, if you told your kids, look up to your idols, and Lindsay Lohan was on a poster next to them, you wouldn't say, perfect. You'd be like, no, never mind. I'd much rather you just stay in school. You go do that. Hey, perfect volume, how's it going? She's getting a lot of flack for her. Yep. Again, like, that was such a weird thing for her to do, and again, it really shows that she was more than likely on drugs. Like, some really hardcore shit, methinks. How you doing today, perfect? What have you been up to? Bookcase. Look at the bookcase. We found nothing in the bookcase. Agreed, pretty strange and probably on drugs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. It may have been... Hold on, do I want to do the room battle? Yeah, I'll do the room battle. Like, like, I don't know. The most common, like... The most common case that I see of people trying to kidnap children are typically meth heads. So I'm wondering if she was on meth, or, I don't know, maybe cocaine, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm glad I ended up getting that. That really helps out. But yeah, typically meth is like the biggest, the meth is like the biggest case for people acting out of their fucking mind. Oh boy. I don't want to deal with this one. Front row is not too dangerous. I need to set Moobot up with an actual attack. I keep forgetting to do that. I've been doing well. Things played a little Overwatch today and still searching for a good PvE game. Or just game in general. Been looking for 3 days, really waiting for something that looks great. Okay, do you want something that looks great and it doesn't matter the price, or do you want something that looks great and is cheap? Because that's kind of the distinction, I would say. Because if you don't care for the price, I'm sure you can find something. If you care about the price, yeah. People here in India seem to like meth. Oh. Draconian, I didn't realize you lived in India. That's interesting. How is it there?
Executed with impunity.
Have you met Baba the hairstylist? Or no, hair massager. He's a hair massager. Oh, sorry, Indiana. Indiana. Shh.
A singular strike.
Draconia, I'm trying not to dox you. I'm trying to give them false. I'm trying to give them false false claim. They're gonna think you live in India, and they'll be like, we're going to India. We're gonna get Draconian Lord, and then they'll show up in India and they'll be like, damn it, he was never here. And then they'll watch the rest of the video and they'll be like, ah, Indiana. I don't know. That was definitely my, like, dyslexia kicking in for a second there. Okay, but yeah, Indiana, yeah, no. Meth there kind of makes sense, actually. Primarily because Indiana, I think, is one of those states that's is kind of in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, but not quite, but still kind of is, and there's nothing better to do besides do drugs. It's one of the, like, a similar reason is why, Alabama is so, like, why incest is so common in Alabama. There's just nothing better to do. Besides your sister. Zing. So, one of my viewers from Alabama, I don't know if I have any or not, but one of my viewers from Alabama is gonna be like, "Oh, damn it, you motherfucker, you done said that we done that, and that ain't true. You know what? Just to show that you are wrong, I'm gonna go have sex with my auntie." I'll be like, he sure showed me. He sure showed me what with his aunt. Stack of books. I don't know. Read the stack of books. What did you read? Fear of Eldritch. Fair enough. Well, they'll have to get through my blades to steal me. I like sharp things. Fair. I don't know. I stay away from all weapons. Like, I don't know. I don't have a problem with people owning guns, but I certainly don't want to own a gun myself. If anyone in my household ever does grab a gun or, you know, buy a gun, I tell them to hide it and never let me know that it is a thing or where is at. Or if they do, that they make sure that it is, like, in a safe or something. Like, I don't want that thing out. There was one point where my parents were like, where we were dealing with essentially a stalker. My parents were like, "Yeah, we got a shotgun. We're hiding it under our bed, you know, between the mattress." And I was just like, "That seems like a terrible idea. It's between the mattress. That sounds awful. You're sleeping on a gun." And of course, you know, it's probably not loaded, but for some reason in my mind, I was like, they're gonna be sleeping in the middle of the night, and they're gonna, like, turn wrong, and then they're just gonna fire off the gun, and it's gonna, like, blast a hole in part of their mattress. Because, you know, my mind didn't think, like, it's probably unloaded. In fact, I didn't think about it being unloaded until just now. Insight. Bruin's Adventure. How wonderful. They're too easy to misuse. Yeah. Like, again, there's nothing wrong with people owning them, I think. However, I do feel as though that there is some hypocrisy whenever it comes to the ownership of guns. Because you have one side that is saying that there should be no regulation whatsoever. And then you have another side of people that are saying that there should be regulation. And not only that there should be regulation, that there should, that the only types of guns that should be allowed to civilians are handguns. Now, the big hypocrisy that I see is that the Second Amendment, the biggest reason as to why it was created was so that if the military... God damn it, I keep forgetting to do that. If the government ever ends up becoming tyrannical or dictatorial, then the people of the U.S. Can rise up and rebel. That's the entire reason. That's the reason why guns are given to people and why they're allowed to have them. But with how the military is now, how far the military has advanced, there are now tanks, there are grenades, there are RPGs. It's to the point where where in my mind I think, well, by this point, we might as well legalize those too. It's like, you know, the common folk, if they, you know, the Second Amendment was made in order to rise up against dictators. If they actually want to stand a chance, they're gonna need some explosives. So we might as well just legalize those too. But no, explosives are completely illegal, like absolutely positively illegal, for very good reason. Very, very good reason. Can you guess what the reason is? Get this. It is for public safety. Crazy, I know. 9 damage, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, they get a turn, but we can kill them with someone. Someone, anyone, pretty much. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this thing.
Inspiration and
Rin for the old gods. Smack.
decimated.
Two damage and they'll die on their next turn. Don't have to worry about them. Let's go on, not follow that order to fire on or control its own people. You would think Draconian. However, don't forget that during Nixon's terms, you know, when people were you know, not revolting, but were rioting against the Cold War and, you know, all of the senseless puppet wars that were going on. Nixon did release not just the police but the military as well against their own people, and there was indeed casualties during that, if I can remember correctly. If I can remember my history correctly. Just gotta get rid of that. And in all honesty, the military was made to follow. They were not made to question the orders that they were given. Which is very strange because they do have the option of disobeying a an order that they get if they feel as though it goes against. Well, one, if it puts them in unnecessary danger, and I think two, if it goes against I believe if it goes against the Constitution. I think they're able to turn it down, but by all intents and purposes, a lot of the military is conditioned to just accept orders, and the president is, well, he is the commander-in-chief. He acts as the head general. So, you know, you would definitely hope that the military still has a mind, but they condition you to try to not have a mind.
This is how a life is taken.
You know, because when you're out in the battlefield, you don't need to think about things. You just need to act. Is typically how it goes. Do I support it? Probably. Probs and magobs. Let's actually, yeah. Let's go hit up this room first. Hey! We'll actually give it to Draconian. Yeah, because that's extra damage as well. Almost threw this torch, nice. Hopefully one day in the future, I'll be able to get myself an actual sword to test out on some water balls once I get to understanding HEMA stuff, like the lupine, which be a flippin' $1,000. I'll have to deal with Albion's sword, I suppose. Military training does that to you. It's all about having someone both not freak the fuck out on the field and also kill without hesitation. Yeah, again. That's what the training that is what the training is for. They try to beat that into you during boot camp. And again, it's a necessary thing. You know, you do want a military who is able to cut off the emotion whenever they are under fire. Really? You survived? Okay. But yeah. You know, it really makes you think. If we had some good old-fashioned Marines in the Darkest Dungeon, would they truly be affected like the rest of these pansies? I think not. I don't know. Maybe. It is an eldritch abomination, and the entirety of like, you know, Cthulhu, eldritch abominations, all that. It's just that they are so goddamn, like, complex and foreboding, that humans cannot even process what the heck it is that they're looking at, and it drives them to madness.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I really don't need the dog treats. I have not used a single one. What's in here? Oh, okay. So what we'll do is we'll come over to this area and then we'll head upwards. Towards that obstacle. Obstacle! We will then unbury said obstacle.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
All the way. All the way. Come on. All the way. Right here. We aren't going to go that way. We're going to leave that spot. Actually, no. That would be a better way to go. Yeah, we're going to go over here, actually. I forget. I think it's holy water you're supposed to add in. Oh, that's blight. Whatever. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take on this fight with Shadowy. It's fine. Yeah, it's only 3 guys. It's easy. First kill.
Executed.
Beautiful. Second kill. Wonderful. Third kill. Magnificent.
Be wary.
Magnifying glass.
Pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Okay, awesome. We've done that. We can now go ahead and head back. I've got a modern Gladius, but I lack a shield to go along with it. Interesting. I don't know. I don't really give in. I don't really have too much sword hype because I know for a fact that the way that would end up going is I'd end up getting it. I'd maybe swing it once. I don't know. It would primarily be like a collector's thing, and I don't know. I'm not really a collector. Except of statues. I really like statues, but statues are intended to be statues. They're intended to be decoration, so I feel as though it's kind of okay there. I don't know, how do I want to do this? I could head down there. Could head over here. I mean, both ways are safe, you know, with the exception of a trap. And then I could camp out just before I get there. Or just before I continue, and I can be perfectly fine for the battle ahead. So yeah, I guess I'll do that. There we go. Okay, so now that we're in here, we'll go ahead and use our first firewood. Hey, score cap!
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Except for statues. I really like statues. They're intended to be statues. You know what? I approve. I appreciate score cap. You know what? It's always so long between quotes that I always forget that we have quotes. I could go ahead and do that. Then again, we aren't even really dealing with stress. Yeah, we'll just do a full meal. Just in case we end up having another meal along the way. We'll do Hound's Watch. We could do Chant. Actually, we'll just do Encourage. Heyo, Captain. What else can I do? Night moves. Well, we already have, what to do? Reflection. Reduces stress, increases accuracy, and crit chance. That is nice. Bless, increases accuracy and dodge. Sure. We'll do a reflection, we'll do a bless. And now he's more accurate. Like, really insanely fucking accurate.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I miss Desi being here. She was always so fun. Whenever Desi gets mentioned, I have to send her a heart. It's just a rule. It's how things work. It is like the natural alignment of like good and evil. It's just how things do. Lots of thrusting.
The ground quakes. Foolish horrors.
Again, like, part of the fun of these quotes is that there's no context to it, like, ever.
Only treasure could staunch the flow.
Like, I try to avoid having context to these quotes. So whenever you see them, your mind just kind of goes, I wonder how we got to this line. Like, that's the wonder of it. You end up having just this entire, like, process of, I wonder how we got here. No, not the riot. Scorecap, you specifically remembered quote 13? That's impressive. Sure dab. I like that emote. No comment. Fair. I don't. Remember how to stop a riot, though? Do you? Do you? Man. That whole riot thing was like... That was made for another time. Like last year, like, yeah, rioting was just such a big part of Twitch. And now it's not really a big part of Twitch. And this group, like, none of this group really, like, riots. It's really interesting, actually. How much things have changed. Mainly thrust, though. Yeah, Gladius is meant to stab. He would stab out from behind the shields generally. Trust Scorecab. He's a very intellectual person. I once watched him commit himself to a 15-hour-long spelling bee of logic. We'll just use that immediately. I'm glad I brought enough shovels for this entire trip, and luckily I didn't even have to use all of them. We did it! Back to the hamlet. Yay!
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Crab people. crab. People talk like, walk like crab. Talk like people. Warrior of Light, clumsy, and hard noggin. Okay. Remind me to join your Discord later, Duke. I mean, why not just?
In time, you will know the tragic.
I mean, are you not able to do it now? 100% shot collection this week. That would be amazing if I actually went on shot collection duty. I mean, there's the Discord if you want it. But in the meantime, I think that's a good spot to go ahead and end the stream. It's getting a little late, so yeah. You all stay put for just one moment. You're not leaving yet. Yeah. Is Mr. Scoot actually playing right now? I'll go ahead and host Mr. Scoot. He's a pretty cool guy. He's doing some retro games. I don't know. He's really just fun. He's kind of like retro Markiplier or something. I don't know how I really put it, but yeah. If you go over there, show him some love. If not, then you all have a wonderful night. Remember, do not text and drive, do not drink and drive. 10-2 people, 10-2. Happy days and sunshine ahead. And pleasant dreams to all of you going to bed. I'll see all of you guys later and have a wonderful night, okay?